All right, so Amanda, thanks for sending this over up here. You'll remember this slide. So this had your B2B orders and what they were going to be sending y'all. So I need some weights in order to calculate shipping. So I made some assumptions on your pallet of tie-dyed units. That was your shipment one. You didn't give me the unit weight, which you didn't know I needed, and so that's okay. But you give me the net and the gross, and so I figured an average after taking your kilograms and converting it to freedom units over here of 1.4 pounds. So looking back at our orders and applying that rate, I should back up. So the first thing to look at is on the surface, I calculated the number of items in an order. So to Buffalo Grove, it was 80, to Champaign was 123. Using my pricing, it would be $2.25 first SKU, 45 cents for each SKU thereafter, being $38 compared to the ShipBob advertised rate of $15.20 if you were to believe what they charge you. So then to dive into this, I went to the first state the first city that I recognized, which was Phoenix. Safe bet that there's only one of those, and you're talking about the one in Arizona. There was 52 items in that order, so applying my rates, you'd be paying $2.25 plus $23 in multi-SKU rates for the remaining 51 items, totaling $25.20. So let's look at the average weight of that, being a or 1.4 pounds. You're looking at a total package at 75 pounds. And then I added in there also 2 pounds for packaging. From Colorado, Phoenix is a zone 4. I assumed a commercial address for all of these. But it's zone 5 for ShipBob, but that's going to be the 5th time I give them the benefit of the doubt, and we're just going to compare it as if it originated from Colorado. So even though they're further away from Phoenix than me, and they would get I would get the benefit of a closer zone, I went and disregarded that. So the base rate for that shipment is $77, but because it's over 50 pounds, measured in dimensions or measured in actual weight, you're going to get hit with a $27 surcharge for extra weight handling. It's different between different carriers, but FedEx had a better base rate in this instance. So the total shipping for that order would be $104.50 before fulfillment. And this also gives ShipBob the benefit of the doubt for the 6th time, assuming that ShipBob diligently packs that order into a configuration that will benefit your weight over dimensions. Who's to say, I just had ShipBob, I just collected a pallet from another client who left ShipBob, and they packed their pallets up to 90 inches tall, which just killed them on the freight fees for an extra tall pallet. But I digress. So if we were to assume that the very conservative 10% margin on postage is how they're actually hiding their fulfillment fee, which is probably more, that their hidden fulfillment fee is going to be $10.45 on top of the expected fulfillment rate of $9.60 for that first 4 SKUs being free, and then 20 cents for every SKU or item thereafter. So hidden fee of $10.45 and 96, $1.92 is $12.37. So their effective fulfillment fee is $12.37. Then when you calculate in their cost per unit storage of 5 cents per item, and I'm only going to apply that just to the 52 items in this order, is an extra $2.60. So the effective fulfillment fee after storage is $14.97. Compared to doing how I do it, which is more transparent, you'd be paying $22.95. You'd also be paying for my storage, which is $48 per pallet. You had 1,000 items on that pallet, so being fair to everyone, you'd be paying an extra $2.50 for this shipment when you take into consideration storage. So after storage, $25.45, and I transparently charge for packaging, which a box of a 24 cube would be $6.36. So my all-in price would be $31.81, which would be a difference of the fulfillment fee that ShipBob would charge of $16.84. Factoring the cost of shipping to both our rates would be $119 for ShipBob and $136 for me and Fulfillment Co., which is the difference of $16.84 or 14% higher than ShipBob. So that's giving them the benefit of the doubt 6 times over, but I'm going to do you one better and let you know that here at Fulfillment Co., we don't just ship, we ship smart. And so knowing that you're going to get hit for that extra weight handling fee, we're going to split that up between 2 different boxes. So 2 different 20 cube boxes would cost $35 each, so a total of $70 in postage or shipping instead of $104. I don't think ShipBob's going to do that for you. It's going to be a charge on dimension instead of weight, so how we split the weight between those 2 items, it's kind of irrelevant. So adding in the same storage fees, this a box fee, it goes up because we have 2 boxes this time instead of just 1. That makes my effective fulfillment fee $38, so it's actually gone up. And the difference between just fulfillment has gone up even higher to $23. But ShipBob stays the same, whereas mine goes down after you calculate the savings for shipping. So that's a difference of $10.62 or 9%. We're just not going to ship smart with your orders. We're going to ship super smart. So we're going to do a 20 cube box and a 16 cube box for this order to Phoenix, which is going to cost $35, same as the first time, because it's going to go on dimensional weight versus actual weight, and then $20. So that's going to be $55.86, factoring in my same charges for storage. The box fee is going to be a little bit less because the second box is going to be smaller. It's going to be a 16 cube versus the 20 cube. The difference in fulfillment fee is going to be a little less because that box cost. So my all-in fee for fulfilling this order to Phoenix would be $36 compared to ShipBob's $14.97. But when you factor in the super smart shipping strategy, I only cost $92 at Fulfillment Co. versus ShipBob's $119. So that's a difference of $27, and that equals a 23% savings in shipping. So that's how I can keep the same higher fulfillment fees, but because I give a darn and Fulfillment Co. gives a darn, we're able to ensure that we save you money. I don't know what kind of turnaround time ShipBob was promising you. I know that if you give me enough heads up, I can make sure I get the right boxes on hand, and I'll do the analysis to make sure that these are being shipped out efficiently in smaller boxes where it makes sense to avoid those extra shipping charges. And again, all this analysis was done giving ShipBob now 7 times the benefit of the doubt as to what they would do. But if you watch a couple YouTube videos on ShipBob practices, you'll see that they don't always do what's in the best interest of their clients. So we'll get this shipping 911 email squared away, and we'll make sure that you're going to be paying less than you would be paying with ShipBob. Again, we base this on a couple assumptions, that being the 10% margin. I would really venture to guess that they would not be shipping in the most economical box dimensions and would probably be putting an even greater margin on their fulfillment fees based on weight and destination of your packages. So it's probably even more pronounced, I bet. I'd love if we could test ship and see how close my calculations are to reality, but I know that they're not going to do that. Just ship one-off order for you. But yeah, That's all I got for you. Thanks for sending me over that information. I thought this was better than a long, lengthy email. It's the first time I did it for any Fulfillment Co. client, but I just figured I'd walk you through my thought process and calculations. I'll send you over all this info so you can check my math. And so have a good day.